There we go. Okay. Hey guys, it's a scene for Empire of Thorns. Today is Thanksgiving, this wonderful time of year with food, friends, time to remember, time to be gracious and remember your blessings. And there have been dinners and parties all throughout town, all throughout the courts, all throughout the different circles and motleys. Um, and William Morgan has invited his two protege to his home for Thanksgiving. Um, they didn't have to bring anything with them. He told them genuinely his Thanksgiving party is always very well appointed. So if they want to bring something, by all means, of course, wine, anything. But all they have to bring is their stomachs. When they get there, it is almost professionally decorated. It's very beautiful. Um, there's there's less of a fall theme to this one, and it's actually kind of slated towards being a little bit uh, dark, almost kind of Burton-esque. Do you know what I mean? With swirls, blacks, silvers, a lot of kind of bare branches or leaves that have gone silver with uh, the fall instead of the red or golds. Will's wearing essentially very similar to what he is in the picture, a black. He's wearing essentially all black, um, almost like the suit without the jacket. You'd also notice that his daughter is here. She's wearing a nice kind of knee-length black, like party dress that fits a teenager. Um, but the other person who's in attendance that might be surprising to you is that the Queen is here. Um, she's wearing a dress that looks like it was taken from a coffin of a little Victorian girl buried so many decades or centuries ago. It's musty and dusty, and it's perfectly in place and all of that, but there are little moth-eaten parts to it. Um, she herself is basically seated very like cross-legged and ladylike in front of the television, watching Coraline with William's daughter. There are a couple of other people here, uh, members of the court. The Lord Scrivener is here. There are some people of the Winter Court. I imagine Draven and Malik might be here, or they may have moved on to another party by now. His motley is also here. The various members of his motley are kind of poking about and talking and doing certain things, and your characters can arrive when you wish.
Is it too forward of me, OOC, to assume that Sebastian and Soren arrived together?
No, I think it's fine. No, it's okay with Sebastian.
Well, I
Well,
am.
Sebastian was at a party before, so if you text him, he would be like, "Okay, I can meet you on the way."
Yeah, I figured that's probably what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess they show up together.
So
Anything Soren asks on the way or says on the way, or
You know, I forgot it was Thanksgiving today.
he's like, "Oh, I would have, but was reminded, and yeah, I was at a party before with
Nice.
Iris, and Hilfing goes, Theo is all right, but he just talks too much for me."
Yeah. Not bad, though. I assume there's probably just small talk or whatever until they actually get there. Unless Sebastian needs to ask Soren something, like, out of earshot.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, actually, Soren would have asked, so how'd that date go?
He'll just say it went well. Just don't ever bother her, or I'll have to make sure you pay for it.
Alright, cool. Please don't threaten me again. Soren just said that very calmly.
What, I didn't hear all of that. What did he say?
Oh no, he said, all right, cool. And please don't threaten me again.
Just Marcus, I really don't want to I like you, but I just
I understand that
yes.
you're protective. And don't get me wrong, Sebastian, I respect you. And the last thing I would do is mess with any of your compatriots or whatever have you.
And he'll smile and goes, good. And he'll go in for a bro fist.
He'll return the bro fist.
So, when you arrive at the house, Soren's been here before. It is in the penthouse of a Upper West Side building overlooking the park. So he'll open the door for you guys when you get there, and he'll say, welcome.
So, Sebastian will smile and goes, hey.
Come on in, come on. And he'll kind of open the door wider. He's got a glass of wine in hand, and he'll point to where to put your coats, and he'll basically say, I'm glad you found the place.
Yeah, we got lost a couple of times, but all we had to do was interrogate a few people, do a little bit of blackmail, things like that.
He'll wink at your character and he'll say, that's my boys. And he'll raise his glass and he says, making me proud. Do you guys want a beer, wine, anything like that?
I guess I'll take some wine.
He's got people who are, remember, this guy's fucking rich. So he has people, he'll get, there's like a bar set up, but it's like, you know what I mean, it's like when you're having a party, that kind of a bar set up. And he'll get, there's actually wine already set on the trays, and he'll get both of you one. And he'll say, I'm very glad you guys could make it.
I'm glad you got this, so we could make it.
Mm-hmm. Sebastian, weren't you at Charlemagne's party earlier?
Guys, yeah, but there was people there, they're all nice and stuff, but one of them, he's really cool, but he talks way too much for me.
Who is it?
And he'll think, guys, no, I can say it. It's Theo Bagman.
He'll nod when you say that, as though he understands you. He's a decent. He's kind of. Lord, is he looking for something nice to say?
His voice knows how to bring spirits up.
There you go. That's a good one. I've heard I have to find him in the challenge.
He'll say, well, he said he would be at, damn it, what was it? Out of character, what was it?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Guys, yeah, he said he'll be at Buffalo Wild Wings watching the MMA fight. But then again, it's him, so I'm not sure how much of it is true.
He'll blink? He told you where he'd be during the challenge?
He said that, but then again, it's Theo, I'm not sure how much of it is true. Or if it's true, but there's something, really messed up behind it.
Yeah, would you really believe me if I told you I was going to be somewhere?
Well, I would check there first, just to make sure that you weren't trying to tell me that that's where you'd be. Assume that I would then, therefore, look there for you last, and then be there. Gotta grin at them.
Also, isn't that a chain of restaurants? So isn't it saying I'll be at McDonald's?
Oh, yeah, you got a good point. He'll kind of pull his phone out, and he'll tap in for beat-up locations, and he's like, whoa, okay?
Yeah, no, see, it's New York. There's a McDonald's on every fucking street.
Yeah.
There's a McDonald's and a Starbucks.
There is a place, I am not kidding you, in New York where there is a McDonald's across from a McDonald's, and there's a Starbucks up the street across from a Starbucks. There are two Times Square Starbucks that are right next to each other, and it's like, what the fuck?
I believe it. Like, I believe
I
it.
literally walked like 5 minutes to get to the next Starbucks once to refill my drink.
That's great.
But so, yeah, he'll kind of look at it and he's like, oh, there are 17 of them. Well, then. He'll shake his head. Looks like we're
Yeah.
getting Christmas on time this year.
Yeah, well, if he's not at any of those places, you can cross 17 things off your list.
That's true. And 17 B-dubs that I'd never set foot into.
Yup.
So who else was at the party, Sebastian?
There was Iris, and there was damn it, thinking of his name out of character, the one that's like with Iris, and there was Claudio, and there was some invisible guy.
Invisible.
Yeah, like I don't know, no one could see him, but he was just sitting there, not saying anything and eating. Also, Theo was trying to get hit from him. Apparently, the guy was warm or something.
Oh, that would.
That's
Oh my God, that's gonna make it so much easier on him. Actually, I'm gonna give him a die. Actually, no, well, whatever he got. Okay, I'll give him a die, but
That's 3. He's got 3.
yeah, he's already got 3. He'll say, "Oh, that was probably Ignatius."
Because I haven't met the person yet.
Ignatius is a bit of a sad story. He has one of two things that he can do. His body burned away during his durance, and it left really only the imprint of his soul, as it were. He can suppress his flames and make himself more interactive, but it makes him invisible. All but at the most, I've seen him look like a heat shimmer. He can fan his flames, and people can see him, but he can't be touched. He's on fire. He would set things on fire. So he can either touch people but not be seen, see people and not be touched.
That's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
He's got a high weird, by the way. That's part of what causes it.
So, I came across some information today that I thought was very surprising.
Oh, is this going to be one of those things we should step on the porch for?
No, we can say it here. No one told me they made 3 more Star Wars movies.
Oh, wow, because I was trying to shield you from that horror.
Wait, what do you mean horror? Love the first 3 Star Wars movies.
Oh, God. He'll just shake his head. I am absolutely and completely positive, right before the release of the 7th, there will be he'll hold his hand out like, yes, there's going to be a 7th. Don't get excited yet. I am positively sure before the release of the 7th, there will be all-day screenings of the previous 6 movies. We'll go. I'll buy the tickets right now. He'll pull his phone out and find a theater doing it because they're all over the country. And he'll buy you. He'll look at Sebastian. He's like, "Do you want to go?"
It'll be Sebastian with mangas. I haven't seen any of them, so I'll go for that.
So
Oh, it's great.
He'll buy the trio of you tickets to do this. They can make a bro date out of it. And he'll slip his phone back in his pocket. So we'll go, we'll watch all 6 movies, we'll watch the 7th, boom, there we go. Midnight release.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be amazing until you get to the 6th, the 3rd, he'll kind of blink.
What?
He looks kind of like, there's arguments as to whether the 3rd movie is the 6th movie or the 6th movie is the 3rd movie. But
Oh, please don't tell me they involve time travel.
no. Oh God, if they did, oh God. Oh, but you
Ugh.
don't. Oh no, you don't know about Jar Jar yet. Oh no! Oh, he walks off. I need a moment. I gotta refill my drink.
Someone's just like, who the fuck's Jar Jar?
He'll come back over with his drink refilled. Like, oh god, here now. He just shakes his head, just like his entire brain stopped because you mentioned Jar Jar, or because he mentioned Jar Jar. Okay, the third movie of the prequels. There we go. Out of the original run. In my opinion, was one of the greatest travesties upon cinematic history.
Wow. All right.
And this includes The Room, by the way, by Tom Wiseau.
The what?
As your friend and mentor, I feel there are limits as to what I can expose you to upon your return to this mortal world. The Room is certainly one of those limits.
Oh boy.
There's a level of fear I don't think it's appropriate to induce in you.
Oh jeez. Okay. Oh boy.
I keep getting told about some Godzilla movies.
Well, that's Godzilla. I mean, those are a dime a dozen.
Which ones are good? And like which ones
None of
are
them.
not?
All of them. That's the point. Okay.
Oh,
You want a list of the best movies to go and watch? Modern times?
Yeah, I
In
think
my
that'd be
opinion. Like, gun to my head, top 5.
okay.
Okay? He'll hold his finger up. Okay, number 1, Forrest Gump. And actually, for you boys, that movie would be a really good idea because it'll take you on a high jump through time. You get to see different eras and different things that happened in said eras. You actually might remember Forrest Gump. He'll kind of point at Soren.
Yes, I actually saw Forrest Gump at the theater. Very good movie.
Okay, and he'll point at me. He's like, also on that same vein, Mr. Holland's Opus. Both cinematic masterpieces, which indeed will take you on a good tromp through time and point out different things. But I'm not going to include Mr. Holland's Opus on my 5. Forrest Gump, though, definitely one of those movies you should see. Usual Suspects. For the best cinematic editing I have ever seen in a movie. Without a doubt. He'll kind of have a little...
Remember that one coming out too. I left in '97.
Okay, he'll hold his thumbs up. He's like, so then you've seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Beauty and the Beast is one of the greatest animated films of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time! That again, sorry. After that, Schindler's List.
All right,
yeah,
see,
that's
I'm checking out all the release dates of these movies, see if he's seen them. So I'll be like, I didn't watch that one, but I do remember seeing commercials for it.
He'll nod. After that, 5th movie. He'll kind of chew his lip for a moment. The Devil Wears Prada, actually.
The Devil Wears what now?
The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, Sebastian was having an eyebrow raised too. Like,
He'll hold his hands up and he says, if you're going to go with a good movie, especially one that you could watch with a girl, that is funny and inventive and is just kind of a really good movie to sit back and just kind of turn your brain off to a little bit almost, with some hilarious quotes, then The Devil Wears Prada is a good one.
Sebastian will nod.
That's probably my top 5 list of movies to watch. If you have to. If we're doing the deserted island route. Oh, look at Soren. What's your deserted island stack?
Oh. The first Star Wars movie.
Okay.
Uh, The Godfather. Let's see what else here. Independence Day. Don't judge me.
No, that was a good one. That's a good beer movie.
Okay.
You gotta have a beer movie night.
Let's see what else here. Those three at least. Terminator 2. Fucking love Terminator 2.
He'll snap his fingers. He's like, I should have had that one on my list actually. When you're done, I gotta mention something. We have to do this.
Okay. All right. And then, what will be the last one up there? Shit. Fuck it, The Lion King. Lion King was the shit.
Lion King was a shit. Don't gonna raise his glass to that. Lion King was definitely a good movie.
By the way, speaking of
Beautiful.
movies,
Beautiful.
was Starship Troopers any good?
You know what, man? That's another one of those beer movies.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't just sit back and watch it by myself, but if I had some friends over and we had some beer going, I'd watch it. But no,
Okay.
Christmas in July. That's what we need to do. Well, no, sorry, July and Christmas. See what is that? July and Christmas. That's what we have to do after. The after party, we need to come back here and we need to put on Independence Day.
All right, cool.
I can't believe none of you mentioned Psycho. That movie was a shit.
Don't blink at him.
Actually, when the fuck did Psycho come out?
I think that movie came out before I was born. And I'm older.
Sebastian Warlock goes, well, it wasn't before I was born.
That's real. That's real. Like, I think, if you don't mind me asking, bro, when did you leave again? You said it was like around the 60s or something, right?
He'll be like have an awkward smile because I was taken in 65.
Oh shit! It was Psycho was pretty like that shit was new to you.
Yeah, it was like 5 years before I was taken. Well, it was. I used to watch it like all the time.
Yeah, he'll just blink and he's like, yeah, I'm younger than that. Well, okay, technically, actually, I'm only 12, but don't kind of look at him. That's different.
We will not question you on your age under any circumstances.
He'll look at him. He'll look at him and smile, and he'll say, "Leap year."
Okay. Okay.
That would also, by the way, tell you rough age, like rough shot, how old he is. But yeah, Psycho is before his time, actually. So he's younger than that.
And Sebastian will say, actually, talking about that, can I talk to you for a second? And he'll look to Morgan.
Oh, yeah, of course. Soren, do you need me to? Okay, you want to step outside?
That's actually the sound Soren makes as he steps on outside. He's getting a sense of humor back, which is
Well, he was saying that he was going to go outside with what's his face, but.
Oh yeah,
there are other people around, so.
There is also the Queen, by the way. If your character would go and sit by her or something. She's watching Coraline with Samantha, but.
Soren would not dare disrespect the Queen by sitting next to her.
Nice. Yeah, he'll step outside with Sebastian, and Sebastian would notice a chicken run by. The penthouse to this house, it has a grassed backyard. This penthouse, and there is a small urban city chicken coop. It's a very beautiful backyard, actually. It's got grass and some hedges, and a small pool and a jacuzzi, and it's like, this is the top of a building? What? You can see actually Central Park and the city. The view is ridiculous. It's beautiful. You can see the Empire State Building from here. And They're a small chicken that has white feathers with black edges goes running past, and he'll kind of like at it, and it'll kind of run over to him and kind of like peck his leg, and he'll throw out a handful of like chicken feed, and a couple of like about five of those kind of chickens will come and eat. And they're little teeny chickens. It looks like if you put like one in your hand, you could cup it in like your two hands together.
Sebastian will just look. He'll be like, have you given them names?
Mhm. They have names. Monday, Tuesday. When no, he'll stop and laugh. No, that's okay. That's Minerva, and he'll point at another one. And he'll say they all have like Roman goddess names. So
Okay.
yeah, that's Minerva. That's Nike, stuff like that. So I'll say, so what's up, Sebastian? Talk to me.
And he'll like Sebastian will he has a hat and he'll like scratch behind his hair behind his head and be like, so let's say this girl and like she's very good looking, but she's and he'll look for words because like I'm not sure how to say it. Like she's more of a sister than anything, and she kind of asked me to kiss her, and I'm not sure. It felt awkward, and I'm not sure how she feels. Like I'm really not sure what to do. Like I'm afraid if I get in the relationship, I might break her heart, and I don't want that to happen. And I'm afraid if I don't do anything, I'll break her heart, and I don't want that to happen either. And yeah.
Okay, so first things first. Do you see this girl as a sister, or do you have romantic interests in her?
He'll smile, Coding goes like, she's really pretty, and the first thing I thought was going to be have romantic relations with her, but I don't know. I know her now, and it's like it's grown. And he'll be like, look, oh, have a thinking face on, like goes. It's going beyond that. I'm not sure. Just it's kind of awkward to think of her romantically now.
I mean, that happens sometimes, son. I mean, sometimes you'll have it. Yeah, I said that to somebody who's older than me. I'm sorry. He'll just shake his head and then like slap his forehead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, he'll sometimes that happens. You end up in a situation where there's there is attraction. I mean, the person can be very beautiful or things like that, but the personalities don't mesh. But I mean, as far as I mean, you said that she's your friend, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't need to tell you men and women can be friends. I mean, you know that. I mean, I kind of think on it. I'm having a little bit of trouble understanding what your problem is. Do you not? Okay, so if I'm understanding you correctly, you had feelings for her, but your relationship has developed in a way that you see her now more platonically, as a little sister or best friend.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not sure if she feels the same way because she asked you to kiss her.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, are you sure the kiss wasn't just to establish whether there was chemistry and attraction?
Could have been like in your fingers. Like I don't think she's used not. I don't think she's used to guy not looking at her like an object. I think like that's like how she's used to see guys looking at her.
Well, when she kissed you, or the kiss, okay, did you feel attraction, or was it like kissing your sister? I I hope you don't notice like to kiss you. I'm sorry. Why do we say that? He'll just kind of shake his head like, how do we even have established that baseline?
Well, not that I know what kissing a sister would be like, but I'm not
Exactly.
sure. Like, he didn't. There might have been something there, but there was also a very big part of awkwardness. Like, I'm not sure if it was right or what.
But is that awkwardness endearing to you, or does it drive you away?
And you're thinking, guys, that's what I'm still trying to figure out. Um, I definitely wouldn't want to have that kiss again, but maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was of the tensions or the pressure that was at the time. Like, and she'll be like, she had just been attacked that night, and I protected her. I'm not sure, maybe because of the pressure it felt weird, or maybe it just felt weird because it's not supposed to be.
Hmm. Listen, best advice I have for your situation, because it sounds like you don't have a steady ground right now. Best advice for the situation. Just, I guess, you care about this girl. That much is obvious. Whether you care about her platonically or romantically remains to be seen, apparently. That's what I'm getting from you. Um, but it also seems as though just straight up telling her how you feel by what you're saying between your behavior and hers isn't exactly something that should happen. So look for her behaviors. Look at the things that she's doing around you. Does she touch her hair very often? That's a sign that a woman is attracted to you. Does she stand with her body facing you? When a woman is only attracted to you as a friend, usually they tend to, or there's not much of a physical draw, it's going to show in their body language. Are their feet pointed towards you when they're standing? Are their feet pointed towards you? That's a very open communication thing. Is she listening to you? Does she care about you aside from what you can do for her? Um, After that, as far as relationship goes, does she touch you? Does she, and I don't mean in sexual ways, I mean in ways that invite you to return those gifts of love, to return those signs of affection. Does she brush your arm? Does she nuzzle up to you and cuddle up to you? Um, when you get enough of those, it's not really cute friend anymore. It's this person is interested in me. And at that point, I think it's your responsibility, frankly, as a decent human, to make it clear what you want and what you expect out of her. And if she's the kind of girl that it sounds like you're describing, I think she'll respect your boundaries. I don't think that she would. I don't think, from what you're telling me, she would um, be, I guess, quote unquote, mad at the friend zone, as my daughter would put it. But make sure you're clear with her what you want from the relationship. If you want her to be your friend and your best friend, then uh, he'll shrug. I mean, then make sure that you reinforce to her that that's what she is. I'm so lucky to have a friend like you. To other people, say, this is, oh yeah, this is my best friend. What's her name?
Sorry, he asked me what her name was. Out
Yeah,
of character, he's asking me what her name is.
yeah. Name in game. He asked her what her name was.
Sorry, what's her out of character? What's her actual name?
Uh, Sierra.
Guys, her name is and he'll look back to anyone to inside so that nobody's like close to too close to the door, and he'll be like, her name is Sierra.
He'll nod. Ooh, nice. Oh, very nice. He nods, and then he'll stop, and his eyes will go a little bit wide, and he's like, um, is she about this tall and have dark hair, uh, part Asian?
Guys, yeah, that's her.
Hmm. He'll nod. Okay. He'll nod. Okay.
He'll be like, she's really misunderstood. Like, she's
You
really
can,
nice, and
I guess you can roll me a wits empathy.
well, I don't have my
Yeah, well,
dice in here, but
you can tell me how many dice for me to roll, and I'll roll it for you. Is it like
not,
5 for you? Or
yeah,
3
I'm
or
pretty
5?
sure it's 5. I have 3 in wits,
Yeah,
and I think I have 3 in empathy. Yeah, I have 3 in empathy, so yeah,
that's
5
6
dice.
then. Yeah. 5, 6. Then.
3 for 5.
Um, okay. I'm gonna give you a die because he's your mentor. Oh, look at you blowing up. The way he responded, denotes that he knows Sierra.
He what?
The way that he responded, notes that he knows Sierra. That he recognized her from what he said.
Yes, Sebastian will just look at him and go, so you know her, right?
Um, he'll just kind of shake his head. It's not that shake his head like he's saying no. He's saying yes, but kind of not forget about it, but just kind of like
You don't want
he'll
to
just
hear what I have to say.
yeah. You don't want to hear what I have to say.
Uh,
He'll just look at him empathetically, like he'll shrug, and he's like, yeah, I know her. She's a nice girl. He'll hold his hands up. She's a very nice girl. She yeah. He'll nod again.
And he'll be like, well, she just told me what she's done to people that broke her heart, and she just told me that, well, she doesn't like that. It kind of beyond her control. It's all like kind of, yeah, beyond her control.
I understand. Well, I didn't break her heart, and she didn't break mine, but it was a smile. But I know her. She's a nice girl. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything untoward to her. A little young for my taste, if you understand me. She
I get it.
but at a game one night stand. You're getting that vibe. He had a one night stand with her.
Yeah.
But she's a very nice girl. I mean, and I get what you're saying. Now that I know who it is, it makes a lot more sense. Okay, I understand what you're saying. She is really enthusiastic. She has a lot of energy, and she's very hard to read. And yeah, I can see why you'd be afraid that she'd eat your heart if anything ever happened there.
And
Wow.
she'd be like, even if she wouldn't eat my heart, I'd just be afraid to break hers. Like, I really care about her.
Well, that actually kind of speaks to an attestment that you uh, maybe you might want to consider your relationship with her. But
And Sebastian will smile and goes, well, thanks. Should we go back inside?
yeah, it's cold. He'll kind of shiver a little bit. I'm not winter cold. And he'll go inside. And he'll say, I hope, he'll kind of squeeze your shoulder, and I say, I hope I managed to, you know, I hope that's what you were looking for. Did you need anything else, or
And goes, mm, I was looking for something else, but we can get inside, because that was just having a good time.
I really think this is one of those situations where time will give you an answer. I don't really think I can. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
And he'll go back in with him, walk up to Soren. So how about them Kings? Or no, how about them Eagles?
What?
He'll just shake his head and smile.
Uh, all right.
He'll call everybody to. He'll say, he'll a few minutes later he'll do some things. Food's being brought out, and he'll call everybody to the table. Mir will actually climb into the chair at his right side.
Sebastian will just kind of whisper to himself, "Holy shit, I'm having dinner with the queen."
And Soren's thinking the same thing to himself too. He's like, oh my god, I can't fuck up. Oh my god, just sit here and be still.
But basically everybody will sit down, and he'll kind of say everybody, I wanted to welcome you to my home and to the festivities of this evening. Would anybody find offense if grace was said? Okay. It's well known that Will is Catholic, by the way. So he'll bow his head, and the Queen will bow her head, and he'll. I don't actually feel appropriate saying grace, like actual grace, on a screen.
I feel you.
Yeah, but he will say a prayer, and then he'll shift. He'll say a normal prayer, and then he'll shift into a more good tidings, multi-denominational prayer, more of good friends, good food, mirth, and happiness, things like that. Amen, type thing. And he'll say, please, dig in. And
Sebastian will wait for other people to dig, especially like the queen, and
yes.
he's not going to eat before the queen.
The Queen, by the way, will get food and things like that, but she'll look over it. She'll kind of tug at Will's sleeve at one point, and he'll kind of look down to her, and he'll say, yes. He'll say, yes, Your Majesty. And she'll say in that little voice that she says, like the one that Dante used when he found her doll. He'll say, can you cut my turkey? And he'll say, of course. And he'll kind of cut her turkey, and it's a very soft thing between the both of them, but you both can hear it. And he'll say, I spoil you so much, you know that, right? And she'll kind of like blush and giggle a little bit, but it's a very soft giggle.
Soren's perfect stillness is kicked in hardcore right now, and he's watching Sebastian like a hawk because he's doing exactly what Sebastian does.
You know that giggle, like when you hear like a haunting giggle, like that kind of noise. It's exactly like that.
Kind of like it resonates and stuff.
Yeah, it resonates, and it sounded like the haunting noise of like little children, ghost children giggling when she giggled. It wasn't like a cute giggle. And he'll gently kind of cut her meat up for her, and he'll kind of make sure that she gets she'll like kind of meerkat for a moment, like kind of poking her head up, and she'll kind of look up and down the table and make sure that she gets everything she wants. And he'll anything that's kind of too big for her to pick up or anything, because she is a little fucking girl. But if it's too big for her to pick up, he'll kind of put on her plate. Like that.
Got to know out of character about how old does she look?
She looks to be about a little older than about 7 or 8. She looks to be right in the 7-8 range.
Okay.
So, yeah, he'll basically serve her a couple more things, or she'll serve herself a couple things, and then the rest of the table will finally tuck in because no one wanted to plate themselves before the Queen. She has implicit table manners, by the way, and you notice that Emily is tucked at her side.
Yeah, I think like everyone at the table was just like.
Every once in a while, she'll put her spoon up to Emily's mouth, and every once in a while, if you see her do it and you look away, there's no food on the spoon when you look back, even though her hand hasn't moved away. So, is there anything else anyone wanted to do, or?
I think this is a good time to end, if that's what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, yeah.
Yeah. So, basically the night will end with after dinner, they'll kind of break into games and kind of conversation and things like that, and wrap up the night with leftovers being sent home and the official start of the holiday Christmas season coming up, where straight up they are waiting for summer to harvest all the wrath that's going to hit tomorrow at Black Friday. So, thank you players for playing, and thank you watchers for watching, and goodbye!